Ekendo wagakupe akupe oti o. Ibiendo wagakupe akupe oti o. Amone ibera o. Ogano gaibako. Amone ibe o. Seno gaiwo. Ena kunuke. Wagemeba mao. Ena kunuke. Wajamewo sararangwa. Emana makunuke o. Emana makunuke. Amone ibera o. Ojana gaibako. Amone ibe o. Seno gaiwo.
Right, my people, right there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Happy weekend to all right there. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? It's been like 24 hours. I've not been here to see or talk to my people. Hey, what's up? Who missed me? Who missed me? Let me know. If anyone right there, if you missed me, let me know. I can see my family right here on Awu Julius. I can see you in my Ike Medion, Humble Guys, and also Francis and Precious Williams. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Yes, we are still going to talk about the situation that's been eating us up in Edo State. The situation that's been eating us up, this land grabbing and everything, but we are diverting a little bit now. We are diverting a little bit, although we are still on the same lane, but we are diverting a little bit because the reason why we are diverting right now, we are diverting to Obaretin and Ubiaja community. As you all know, that Albarita and Ubiaja communities have been killing themselves for the past couple of weeks now. The war there is pathetic and is so frightening. So we have our brother that is going to join us live now, who is going to take us through on this particular one because we're inviting him. We're going to ask him a series of questions, what is going on and all that. As you all know, this fight that is going on between communities and all that have hindered a lot of developers not to develop or invest in our states. The fight is going on. Everyone is fighting themselves for a reason I don't know. We have a government. We don't know what is happening. So my people, we are here this evening to talk about Obaretin and Ubiaja community that have been killing and shooting themselves for the past couple of weeks, although we've been following up on their issue for the past couple of weeks. But the reason why we have stayed adamant not to talk about them is because we've resisted to be to be distracted. As you know, that we'll be handling this Okoromi case, half Okoromi, and all that. So if you cannot jump from here to another, but at the moment, it looks like Obaretin and Ubiaja community are even doing more damages right now in terms of killings and all that, and injury themselves more than Okoromi communities. Although both of these communities are in different shape. The reason why I said these communities are in different shape is that Okoromi community, have been extorting people, demolishing people, and confiscating or seizing or stealing other people's properties. Why? Almost the same thing that is happening in our Albarita community, but it's happening in a different way. Why? There's a lot of killings, a lot of injuries, a lot of gunshots, and all that happening right there. Although we still have another communities who are currently fighting as well. We have Obazagmo and Amagba. In fact, we have a lot of cases right here with us. The truth is we cannot do it all right now. So we have to follow one by one. We are diverting today. So we have a investor who is going to join us. You know, as you all know, let me say this in pidgin, my people. Yes, Mommy Diaspora, I can see right there. Good evening to you, mother of all. I can see June Obaseki. Good evening to you. I can see Osaga Daddy. I can see right there. Victor Atobe. Good evening to every one of you right there. Sunday Miracle, I can see you. Thank you, my good people. Sweet Mommy One, Ima Aigbedion. Thank you very much all for joining us. Efe Osadion, I see you right there. Let's do this together, my good people. As you all know, the situation that is going on in Edo State is absolutely pathetic. Very, very pathetic. We don't even know what to do anymore. Everybody's crying to Nigeria watch, Nigeria watch, Nigeria watch. We are not the government of Edo State. We are trying our best to do what we can. It's just because we know that the government are watching our channel. That's why a lot of people prefer to talk from here so that the government can hear their voice. So we have our brother today who is going to talk to us. He's going to talk some very, very, how do I put it on? He's going to tell us some very, very pathetic and touchy experience. I'll be bringing him in the next 2 minutes. He's already in the backstage. I'll be bringing him here so that he can take us through. How you guys doing? Tracy Obede, I see you right there. Ebegwa Ogiame, I see you right there. Thank you very much, my family, right there, for your time with us. Thank you. Let's do this together. Let me ask our brother what is going on and let him talk to us. Thank you very much, June Obaseki. I appreciate that. So I'll be bringing our guest in now in the next 10 seconds. So you're going to see him there. We're going to ask him series of questions. And the phone line we're going to open the phone line as well, where people can as well call in if only you want to ask some questions. Okay? Right. Hello. My guest there. Daddy. Okay, our guest is not ready. He seems not to be ready yet. Okay, let me bring him back again. Hello, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am here. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, good. Let me bring you bigger. All right. Good evening to you. How are you doing?
I'm all right, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. So I want you to introduce yourself to my guest.
My names are Ehigie Enoma, popularly known as Prince Kerema.
Okay.
From Edo State, Benin, to be precise.
Okay, good. Okay, Mr. Ige, it's nice to have you on our show. This is Nigeria Watch. We are the voice of the voiceless. So that's what we are doing here. We try our best to get the attention of the government to listen to one or two plights that is currently going on or the affected ones in Edo State. So it's nice to have you here. To the best of my knowledge, I understand that you are a developer, investor. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a co-CEO of Perverse Integrated Services, owners of Perverse Garden Estate, the one you're streaming right now. This whole dream started 2008. We had a model. The model was the communities in Benin, within the south Benin, south region of Benin,
Yeah,
that they are selling properties. Most of them, when they sell these properties, we all know these are facts. They usually want to buy cars, build their houses and all that, enjoy themselves with the money. So, but we now came out with a model, like, now that most of the government attentions are not being drawn to these communities, so let us give them what they lack and then get in return a parcel of land or some parcel of land. You understand? Instead of going to these communities to give them money, buy this property, and then they go about building houses. It's good to build houses. It's good to buy cars. But the basic of every community is to develop a certain community. So we did that as a win-win situation. Let us give you road. let us give you electricity. These are supposed to be responsibility of the government, but we understand that government will not be able to do it all. So that is the more reason why government need private investors to come in. So in our own little manner or little way, we felt the best way to come in was to at least give these communities access road, especially having a good road layout for them. And then electricity. The electricity you're just displaying now, the high tension you're displaying right now, I and my colleagues did that 2015. We spent over 6 million to 7 million in doing that project. We bought about 38 high tension poles and string that high tension to the community in return for land to be given to us. We've been doing that since 2008. If you go to Egba community, let me be mentioning the names of community. If you go to Egba community in Upper Sapomba before Idogbo, you can find out. Ask them, Prince, Caterpillar man, they will tell you, because I did almost all the road layouts in Egba community, even when they had crisis. But one challenge we've been facing is this. When these communities are trying to transact with you, we do all the paperwork. We bring in our lawyer in, we do a memorandum of understanding that this is what we are to give you guys. At the completion of this project, this is what you should give us in return. We will sign documents with all the headers of the community, and we include the youth of this community alongside this whole project. But because the time we are carrying out this project, this community is still like not developed. And immediately this project is carried out, I tell you, the community that is selling for 300,000 naira per plot, which is 100 by 100, they'll start selling, automatically start selling for 500, 600,000. That is how it goes, because now you have access road. You have what it takes for people to come in and want to buy property. So immediately that starts happening. You see these guys, I will call them greedy guys, start raising eyebrow on the same property they gave to you. They want to start encroaching. You understand? The same people who signed the document to give you this land, they want to come and tell you, oh, I not go bush the day where they go measure this thing for you. So that place where they measure for you, not being they supposed to give you. And in our memorandum of understanding, we always state it. 10 days at the expiration of our contract, our job, you should show us the place. So it is the responsibility of the community, not our responsibility, to choose who to show us this place. So now in 2 years' time, you are coming to tell me not that place that they show to you is the original place. It doesn't make any sense. That's fraud. You understand? So my point is, we've been doing this thing to help the community, at least, so that everybody, including the community people, we and the people that are coming to buy properties would enjoy the benefit of what we are bringing in. That is the model. Now, when we go to Sapler Road, 2015, yes, which is Ubiaja community, we approached them with the same type of model, and they allowed it. Then we did the electrification project. Then afterwards, they had a crisis. They removed the chairman that was there then. I would not want to make sure their names. They removed the chairman that was there then, and another chairman replaced him. Being that we are business persons, we really didn't want to intervene or involve ourselves in their community crisis. What we normally do is to work with whoever the community has chosen to lead them. That is our goal. You understand? Yeah. So when the new chairman comes in, we key into the new administration. But the problem has always been that when a new chairman comes in, this is not peculiar to Ubiaja. It's peculiar to every communities in Benin, not just Ubiaja or Obaretin. When a new chairman comes in, that continuity ends. And that's wrong. And that's the reason for the crisis we're having today. When you're having a new chairman and someone that has bought a land, the new chairman starts telling you, come and bring your papers, come and verify this, come and verify that. These are all fraud. We all know these things. You understand? Not just Ubiaja alone. You get? So when you start doing all that, who pays Who suffers it more? Not the person that sold to you. The government, I'm sending this message to the government. The government should note this. When we buy a land and another person takes this land, we don't, the person that takes the land don't suffer it. The person that we bought from don't suffer it. We, not just the developers now, every Benin person, every Edo person that buys a land and the land has been taken from them. Let me take an instance, your Horomi issue that you have been following up. I've been following you up. Now, the Horomi issue, the lady actually bought the land. I was expecting one thing that nobody did in that Horomi issue. The Egbire that the lady bought from, what is their role? They sold this land. Let's assume that Egbire sold the first land to the lady. Egbire was supposed to be responsible for selling something fake to someone else.
Exactly.
Now, Egbire was sleeping while this lady was suffering, and every other person are suffering. Egbire has enjoyed the money. Let's assume, I'm just saying, let's assume Egbire didn't own the land. Okoromi owned the land after the court judgment and the palace judgment. Now, why do we leave the buyers at the mercy of the new community or the new chairman? It is fraud. It is bad. I believe that when we are judging a case, with due respect to the palace and due respect to our courts, when we are judging a case, we should go further to protect the interest of those that bought, people like us. I am not a community person. Now, I bought from a community. I have seen, let me tell you one instance. Let me tell you that tricks. I've been involved in community issues. I know how they operate. Mr. A will sell a land. Mr. B would sign a witness to Mr. C's who they sold to. Mr. B will sell the same land that Mr. A sold. Mr. A will sign a witness for Mr. D. Are you getting all that?
Yeah.
Who suffers it? The people who sold at multiple times, they've enjoyed their money, they've stayed back at their home, but the people who bought start going to court. It doesn't make any sense. Seriously. I think whatever, I'm just saying this before you come in, whatever committee they have to set up, I am advising the government that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, which is the EFCC, should be introduced into land issues in Benin, because this is a case of fraud. You can't sell a land for me. And if you read the land documents, I have a lot of them here, it is stated that any third party, if any third party arise to claim ownership of that land, the sum that I use in buying that land will be evaluated at the time of the crisis or at the time that someone is claiming the land. If I bought the land 1 million, 4 years time, the land is worth 5 million. The person that sold to me has signed that he should refund back to me 5 million that I paid to him when I bought the land. It is on the documents. You can find out every land document. It is stated there. I am surprised that our lawyers, our police, every persons do not go back to that clause in that deed of transfer to point it out to those that sold, that you sold this land and you told the person that bought from you that this land is free from crisis. After 5 years, someone came out to say, hey, they own the land. You are to refund the present price. The person that sold that land that has crisis should be the one to face the crisis, not we, the developers. It's sad. It's sad, really.
Okay, I'm going to come in. I would like to ask you, which of the communities are you developing right now? Is it Obaretin or Ubiaja?
Okay, let me say this. 2015, we started the development of Ubiaja, like you're seeing on your screen right now. The grading work, every year you can find out. Every year since 2016 to date, till this year, I am in America. My colleague or my partner is in UK. The name of the estate, which is Perverse Integrated. Perverse is coined out of two names. My name is Perema, my English name. His name is Vasco. So we brought 3-letter word from Perverse, from Perema, and then VAS from Vasco. You understand? To name the estate. Now, we went into Ubiaja to develop 2016, and we're doing that. 17, Obaretin, in 2018, Obaretin approached us to do, because this community, they have close boundary. They approached us to do what's it called, road layouts for them. My brother, if Obaretin community guys are on this platform, they should quote me wrong. We spent over 2 million in renting a dozer. The owner of this dozer is aware of what I'm saying. If you want me to make sure his name, I will make sure he's aware. I rented this dozer over 2 million, paid for diesel, paid for everything. When we were approaching this bulldozing work, they didn't tell me that they had crisis with the other community, Iyanomo.
Yeah.
Now, we have a rule. We don't do boundaries. Before we do boundaries, work on the boundary areas, we will involve the two communities to be present, so that when we are doing the boundaries, we will know that they have mutual understanding before we go in. But they didn't involve the other community, which is the Yanomo. And they never told us that this area was the boundary area in dispute. We entered with our bulldozer, a D8 machine, which is more than 60 million naira as we speak. My brother, that dozer was seized. I was almost shot at the forest by the Yanomo youth, because they felt we were bulldozing their area. I wasn't told. I was just, this time around, I was left at my own mercy. It was risky. 2018, we spent over 2 million naira programming this whole job. And at the end, as we speak, I stand to be corrected. 50 by 100 was not given. The reason was this. We had all our documents written out by our lawyer. The day we were supposed to give it to the headers of Obaretin community, that day the bulldozer came, and I had bulldozer work with time. I had to go to the bush and start working. My brother, not be this glass where you see or this shirt where you see. If I send you videos and pictures of me on top of the bulldozer, you won't believe it. You understand? I make sure I stay on top of the bulldozer to monitor what they are doing. So when the bulldozer came, I was on top of the bulldozer working with the bulldozer guy. So I couldn't sign these documents. That was a big error on our part. We were supposed to finalize that before taking the bulldozer to the bush, but we couldn't do that. So when we were already in the bush, the crisis came up. Documents were not signed yet. We written these documents. We gave, I think, okay, yeah, it was with me in my car, but I have not given it to all the Odionways. When each time I go to the Obaretin committee, they tell me this one is not available, that one is not available. So we just, okay, let us finish the project, then we'll take it to them, not knowing that this crisis will come up. Now, we spent over 2 million naira wasted on that project. So what I'm trying to say in the essence to the question you asked, presently we have a project in Ubiaja, which you are showing since on your screen. But we did a project in Obaretin that never saw the light of the day because of the same community crisis. Obaretin and Yanomo, they might have settled their dispute, but I lost. We take loans to finance some of these projects, but nobody ever thought about all this. We couldn't cry to anybody. We just allowed it slide. You understand? So this whole thing needs to stop. We cannot continue like this in Edo State.
Okay,
it
now,
is not.
I would like to ask you now. You guys are trying to develop Ubiaja, or you've already started?
We started.
You started. Okay. What are you guys doing there? Estate? You're trying to erect there, right?
Yes. Like I said, we have about 64 plots of land marked out. This 64 plot of land was when we say land or a plot of land in Benin, we usually mean 100 by 100.
64. That is 100 by 100 times 64, right?
Yes. Now, this 64 plots of land was not bought from one community chairman or one regime. At every administration, we try to do business with them. So since we started doing business with the community to date, we've had 3 Okaigele in the previous term. I know they've been disposed, Okaigeles. Then these Okaigeles usually come with different rules and regulations. So we've been able to do projects for them, different Okaigeles at every given time. Then we bought some with physical cash that now amount to 64. But as a part of corporate social responsibility, let me tell you one shocking thing that happened, my brother. Let me tell you this. This high tension you're seeing right now, like I said before, took us over 7 million to do. I'm sorry, my son. Took us over 7 million to do. Now, as we speak, the sad part of it, I'm very angry about this, but it's so sad that the communities, they don't know themselves. As we speak, this light is being used by a Catholic school who is in this community. They can quote me wrong. Is in this community. They are using that light, but the community that we took light to, crisis, because of crisis, they shoot transformer, they scatter transformer with guns. They are not using the light. But the Catholic who didn't pay a kobo or sign any agreement, anything at all, is using the light. You can send your team there to find out what I'm saying. Now, something happened one time, I think 2018. I told the community people that that time they were going to give me, it's a Catholic school, not a church, it's a school. They were going to give me a contract to electrify the Catholic school. So when I went into the Catholic school, I gave them an estimate. They now said, no problem, they will call on me. But I now advised the Catholic that this light you guys are going to tap from was drawn by the community. Though the community compensated us with some parcel of land. So before you tap from this light, this is not a government light. I would advise you guys to discuss with the community if there is anything you guys can give to them in return. This is an establishment. This is not a church. It's not, you understand? It's an establishment. They make money from the school. I advise them that talk with the community people. If it is giving them a string from the transformer that you are to put inside the Catholic school, so that this time around the community was not having a transformer, so that they can also benefit from your kind gesture. The Catholic said, okay, they will reach out to them. My brother, to my greatest surprise, the Catholic never, they can quote me nowhere, they never reached out to the community. They tapped the light. When I started seeing light in the Catholic, I called the community chairman at that time. That what is going on? You guys don't have a transformer. The light that I drew, the community, the Catholic is already using it. How come? Why? He now said, okay, we should respond to them. I called my lawyer, which is not supposed to be my duty. It's supposed to be the duty of the community. But I understand that most of them, they don't take issues serious. I called in my lawyer to write to the Catholic and tell the Catholic that the community demands some certain things. One, that the community is asking for road development like we are doing. The community is demanding for a transformer. The community is demanding for water and employment. Because this is a school. My brother, the school fees there is more than 400,000 naira. You understand? You should give back to the society you are in. So we wrote a letter to the Catholic. To my greatest surprise, the Catholic responded. I had shame when they responded, when I read the letter. I wasn't told. When I read the letter, they responded that first and foremost, they don't hold the community any responsibility of giving them road. That when they had issues with the community, they were boycotting the road as the road that leads to the community. So they were using another road. So the community do not have the right to give them this demand. One. Water. They said they will not connect any tap out for the community. They will only allow the community to come into the Catholic and take water. Fine, that's okay. Then employment. They said the portal is open. Anybody can apply. On the issue of the lights, which concerns me, and that made me very angry, the Catholic claimed on their letter to have constructed this light project that I did. Physically, I was there. All the engineers that did this project are still alive. The Catholic claimed to have been the one who financed this project. My brother, I shame. And I told the community chairman at that time that you guys need to do a peaceful protest to the gate of the Catholic and stop them from using these lights. But my brother, it seems like the Catholic must have used more. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But they slide it out. But that by the wayside. What I'm trying to establish is this. This is a sweat of some individuals in a community. These individuals do not have peace. But the people who never sweat for this project, They are very peaceful. They are in their compound, relaxing. It doesn't
Okay.
make any sense.
Okay, now information reaching us that although there are so many shootouts which has been taking place on that particular communities, Obaretin community and Ubiaja community, they have been shooting themselves for the past couple of weeks. But the information reaching us that one of your person was shot twice. Can you tell us about that?
I have a young man that you've been displaying on your screen since before I traveled out of Nigeria. I made him like I wouldn't want to use the word security man. He's not my security man. He's like a brother to me. Though I met him somewhere and I tried to make him a person, which I'm so happy about. He's a brother, so I don't want to bring him down using the word security. He's not my security man. He's like a brother. So I rented an apartment in the community for him because we don't have structure yet, apart from a few buildings that have been roofed in the community. He's a Yoruba guy, you know. So I rented an apartment, or we rented an apartment for him in the community to stay and look after the properties. He is one. Then we also have another person who is like a coordinator of the estate, Prince Elema Ige. Is the CEO of Elema Ige Venture, is a coordinator of the estate. So these are the two actors we have physically present in Benin now looking after these properties. I am in the US. My partner is in the UK. Now, 90% of people who bought land from us are in the diaspora, Europe and America, 90%. So I'll tell you the dream behind this estate later. But right now, to the question you ask, this guy, his mandate is to go around the estate in the morning, see what is going on, get back to us. Then in the evening, he goes back again, see what is going on and get back. Because we understand community. We know how they operate. My brother, if you go community in the morning, don't be assured that your land is safe. If you don't go back in the evening, the land you saw in the morning, something might be happening in the evening there. So we use these tactics of going in the morning, going in the evening. In the next morning, he's going back there again. Every day, he reports back to me, even while in the US, every single day. If he doesn't call me, I call him before going to work. How far, waiting the apple. So on this faithful day, I called him. This is not the first time he has been beaten up by these community actors on several occasions, which sometimes the chairman will call me and say, Prince, I better not vex. They don't know. I will just let it slide. You understand? Because of the boys who beat him up and all that. So, but this particular one really made us angry and like, hey, we are trying to do business and be peaceful. Doesn't mean we don't have what it takes to drag you guys to any length. You understand? Now, on that fateful day, he called me that there is an occupant of the estate who is already living there. There is a house already in that estate. That the guys called him because there was gunshot during the day. In the entire community, there were just noise of gunshots. That the guys called him that they want to go buy something at the junction. That they are scared of going out. If you watch the video, that's the car you saw with the gun bullets. That if he can please, since the community guys, yes, these are the bullets. Since the community guys know him, if he can please sort them to the road, as in escort them to the junction. He was telling me, and I told him that come, not go. You understand? And I told him, come, not go. Tell those boys to stay in their houses. Since you said they were gone, every gunshots during the day, they should stay in their houses. Tomorrow they can do whatever they want to do. But you know, humans will always be humans. He didn't listen to that prophecy of mine. He went with he has a bike. We bought a bike for him that he moved around with. He went with the bike. Immediately he got to that place. Those guys, he was not at the front while those guys were driving behind him. You know, community now. This time around was 7:30 in the evening. So probably, I must be very frank, probably those that shot him might have thought that he was of the opposite side, a bike and a vehicle coming around. You understand? So I would not say here that I know the party between the Obaretins or the Ubiajas that shot him. I wouldn't. The case is already before the DSS, the IG, the Inspector General of Police, and the Commissioner of Police. Observer will be coming out on Monday or Tuesday. Then, to the glory of God, the governor will also petition the governor and the palace on this matter. Now, when he was approaching this scene, he was driving towards the express road. Then he started hearing gun fire. So he started screaming. According to what he told me, he started screaming. Now Prince boy for estate, now Prince boy. This time he fell on the ground with his bike. So the other guys started trying to turn around their vehicle and zoom off. So he was screaming on the floor. He sustained on the leg. He didn't show the leg on the video. He had about 2 gunshots on the leg, 3 on the chest. As we speak, he still has 2 bullets, 2 what's it called? The cartridges that are still stuck in his chest. And these community guys want us to just smile over that. We are not community actors. We are not there to drag their land. We bought, we paid. We don't owe them a dime. You understand? We brought development to them. Yet, someone who is watching over this place for us has been shot, and they want us to slide it. So that's why we had to take it up to different levels. So, and I'm going to use this medium to send a message to them. If they are fighting and they want to fight between themselves, it's fine. Though it's going to draw back our return on investments. It's going to draw back development. But they should do that within themselves. They should not involve people who came to develop their community. This is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Exactly. I'm a Benin boy. I was born and brought up in that state. Born and brought up. So what they think they know, we know these things. But we have to let the state progress. Let me tell them another message. I'm sorry that I'm using this platform to say this, and I have to say this. All the Ohens, the Okaigeles, the Odionweres, and the Enigis in these communities, I'm sending this message to them. And I'm sending this message to the boys they use. Look at these boys. My brother, I have been in these community issues for long. I know what it means. I they buy bag of rice, they go give community people. I they carry clothes where I know they use again, they go give them, made them wear. You understand? Because these guys, the actors, those on the ground that does this shooting and all that, these guys are poor. They know they feed well. That is the truth. But why somebody go just sit down for in house, they send these stupid messages. Go do this, go do that, go do that. And those guys are rich in their homes. But the real actors in these communities, go and find out. If you two get, community go dash on one land. If you two get, they go dash on one car where go they call community to repair. That is all. I know how many things this particular community, find out from the elders. There was something we were doing before to encourage them. That's funny, how funny they are. I told the community elders that every elder in this community who wants to dig a foundation, the estate management will be giving them 20 bags of cement as a way of encouraging them. I know they hold their money. I'm not supposed to do that. I told the youth that every youth who wants to do a foundation will be giving them 10 bags of cement. My brother, do you know what I got from that statement? They were murmuring around us that we were bribing them. What the hell? We bought this land. We suffered for it. I know they hold them gooder. All the chairmen that have come to that community can come on this line and question me if they've ever bought a gooder for me, a bottle of beer or a bottle of malt. Each time I take a tractor to that community, I would buy a drink for the tractor operator. Most times, the drink when me buy for tractor operator, neither they drink from. And yet, they tell me, say, they want bribe you. Bribe you for what? So enough of this nonsense. It has to stop. We are Benins. We bear this thing. But do you think outsiders can bear it? My brother, I can forfeit this land. We can let it go. Chicago, where I stay here, and
Okay. Are you there? Hello, my brother. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, my people. I guess our guests right there have some network issue. I think it's gonna come back again to us. Marapama Ago, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much. All right, my people, please can we have some thumbs up right there because we still have a long way to go. Please hit the like button on this particular video. Please. Hit the like button. We are having our guest back again. This is someone who lives in America who have invested more than 100 million naira to develop Obaretin community and Ubiaja. I've talked about this before. We don't have estate yet in Edo State. Proper estate. I'm talking about proper estate. This is what our brother is trying to do now. They have started it. This is the sketch of the estate. They have started, but as we speak right now, the community, the fight they are fighting is hindering them from continuing to develop this estate. I've said it over and over again that a continuous fight, a continuous stealing of other people's land or demolition of other people's property is going to hinder and scare so many developer investors away from coming to Benin to invest right there. We have somebody here who have invested over 100 million, if not more than, in these communities. But what we are getting right now is a regret. They are already regretting. They actually gave them road as well, and they gave them electricity. An individual gave them road and electricity. This is not from government. Okay? This road that you're seeing right now, they created it. All the poles and electricity you are seeing right now, they created it. Edo people, I don't know where would they go for that Edo State. I don't know. And to be honest, we all are living in Lagos today or Abuja or any part of the world. It's because the place is conducive for us. Don't you think if we have a beautiful estate like this in Benin City there, Edo will become a beautiful place rather than the Oluku that we are seeing whenever we visit Nigeria, Edo State. Immediately you arrive at Oluku, then in fact, everywhere is dirty. So why are they discouraging this gentleman now and his team not to continue their plans anymore? We have him back again. Let's talk to us. Hello, my brother. Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry. Like I was saying, here in Chicago,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, go ahead.
Here in Chicago that I am staying, there is a place I will drive to, just an hour, 20 minutes. I will buy an acre farmland for $6,000, which is just 3 million naira. An acre farmland, good road, light, water, security. An acre farmland is just about 100 by 100 into 4 places. Now, what I'm trying to say is this: for us to leave all these things, all these opportunities, and still take our money back home to want to do something, it's not because there is much investment or much money to be made in Nigeria, but because of the passion we have for our beloved state. Yeah. That is all. That is the reason why we want to do this. I have my family here. I can decide not to ever go back. You understand? I can decide not to ever go back. The way it cannot my really or Igiogbe. I can decide to make here my Igiogbe, my brother. But we want to go back home because we feel the pains of most Benin people, most Edo people, most Nigerians, and we want to see how we can also contribute our little quarter to what they are facing. I have never been the type that believes government should give me where my dad stays right now in a car. You can go there. When you get to the Keke Napep junction at Total Filling Station, ask about Prince. They will tell you, oh, that guy. I gave my dad's street a street light. I don't need to sing this out. But because I just want to give myself, my community back, I don't need to wait for government. I grade the road most times, not all the time. Most times I do grade the road. Though I have been facing challenges too. We have our own issues, in that town. But my point is, these community actors, the Okaireles before, the Odion Weres, the government, let me tell you one big problem in community issues. The police. The police. These are petitions. Petitions. My brother, I have a lot of petitions.
Can we see the petitions again, please?
It's not too clear because of okay, but you can. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see this. I think it's Inspector General Police on this one. This one was headquarters. Hold on. The Commissioner of Police again. You can see they signed, they received. Hold on. They signed, received on this. This is for, hold on, I think Mechanized Brigade.
Yeah.
This is for DSS. Now, I am not saying the security agencies in Nigeria are not trying. They are trying, they are doing their best, but there are bad eggs among them. Very bad eggs. And if community crisis will end in Benin, I'm not peculiar to the estate we are having. We can let it go and start a new life here, man. But if community crisis will end in Benin, I'm telling you, the government need to sit up with the security agencies. They are making money from these guys. So much money. They're making money from them. And it's so foolish of these community guys, community actors, that you keep selling land and give police the money. The next thing they do, what they usually do these days, is not even using the state CIDs. They're using Abuja. Abuja will come. These police know the real truth. Why don't you, I keep saying, why would the police, if they actually want law and order in these communities, why don't you call both parties and say, what is actually the problem? Okay, this is the problem. We are not supposed to settle your dispute. We're supposed to ask you to go to court, blah, 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 blah. But since arms and ammunition is involved, we will ask you to stop. If you don't stop, whether you are right or wrong, as far as you are with arms, we will get hold of you. That is what we expect from these guys. My brother, I'm telling you, most of the time, you see when an arrest is being carried out in these communities, all these communities, I'm not going to measure one. Police go lead an arrest. Boys go follow them for bush. The boys go carry gun, follow police. Are they not ashamed of themselves? Are they not ashamed? Is that how to protect lives and property? How much are these boys going to be giving you? At the end of it, on a police chair and table, next day most of the policemen check the parlor. They should be ashamed.
The country is corrupt.
It's so, my brother, I don't want to tell you what happened yesterday, but I did shame. In all the agencies of government, the security outfits, I did feel say, well, DSS was okay, better off. But I was ashamed at what happened yesterday at the DSS office. You can listen to this video. I was ashamed that I sent a petition in few minutes. We'll leave the story. It's sad. How can we continue like this? What do we want? Now, on the issue of Ubiaja, let me say this. I must say this, my brother. I have been brought up not to be scared of telling the truth. I'll tell you the truth the way it is. irrespective of who is involved. My dad would testify to that. If my dad and they wrong you right now, I will tell and say, Baba, you know, why una made the gba? Don't want to offend, they apologize to this person. It's simple. Let's move on. You understand? Now, this whole community crisis, it got to a point. Ubiaja and Obaretin crisis didn't start yesterday. Started way back, 2015, 16, and thereabout. But there was a point, something happened, that when I looked at the video, I still have the video. You can search for it on YouTube. It's there. I was ashamed that someone, a representative, with due respect to the palace, a representative of the palace came out on air to say that Ubiaja do not exist. You don't say such. What do you expect of those who invested so many millions in that community? Oh, my brother, after 5 years that I have spent millions in the community, somebody came out to say the community does not exist. What is my fate? That gave Obaretin community a more ground. Without a recourse to the court of law, without hearing from the court. These cases are in court. That's the truth. They have their cases in court. Now, a representative from the palace came out to say, the palace can quote me, the videos are all there, to say that the community, my brother, we are all Benins. Nobody is more Benin than the other. Exactly. If the Benins cannot tell the Ijaws in Gelegele that the community Gelegele does not belong to them, why tell another community who has been existing for a couple of years that even if it is an Ago, like the case of Egbire and Amagba, let's be frank with ourselves. Why tell such community that you don't use the word you don't exist? If we want to go back to history, go and check what happened in South Africa. People came from Germany, Holland to do fishing and business activities in South Africa. They developed the hinterland of South Africa. It got to a point, the original South Africans, the black South Africans, started saying that this part was developing. They started moving. They owned the land. They started moving towards the part. The next thing they started wanting to tell the white guys who came that, come on, this is our land. You guys should go back. And this is after a century. These guys, their children do not even know where their parents came from. You want them to go back to where? That is the truth. Yes, you own the land, but we are already here. We have to exist here. So if you are saying people should pay royalty to the original owners, beautiful. But saying it does not exist, it doesn't make any sense. That is the truth. So when that publication was made on ITV, that Ubiaja is not known, does not exist, blah, blah, blah. The next day, let me tell you what happened. The videos are online. The next day, a couple of weeks, just few days, Ubiaja was turned upside down by Obaretin community. They can hear me. I don't have any grudge with Obaretin community. I don't have any grudge with Ubiaja, but I have grudge with those that want to take laws into their hands. They turn this community without a court judgment. You turn the community upside down. For the past 2 years, that woman case for Horomina, small case. Now, small case. They only fenced her land. They not take her. They not destroy her house yet. Yes, they don't destroy so many houses. But I'm telling you, go and find out in Ubiaja. People, not if you are dealing with the community people who sold land, now fine. I will understand your grievances. People who worked hard. As I speak to you, I can tell you more than 5 persons. I spoke with one recently. I told him, how long are you going to continue running from your home? These guys cannot go to their home for more than 2 years. They suffer to build their house in a community. They bought the land. They cannot go there and sleep. That is a society we call our home. I called the guy, say, how long are you going to continue doing that? It's unfortunate. I wouldn't use the word unfortunate. It's fortunate I'm not around. It's also unfortunate if I'm around. I'm not going to do anything. I don't take laws into my hand. But I would have asked all the people who bought in this community, not the community people. I don't have any business with them. Those who legally bought a land, whether genuine or not genuine, we would have protested to the government house to come to our aid. This is my CFO. The land we are talking about in Ubiaja, this is a CFO copy. These are CFOs. This land has CFOs. If I pay money to CFO office in Benin to do a CFO on a land, and yet that land is still not guaranteed, then the government has scammed me. That is what it means to me. Hold on, these are survey papers. These are taxes. These are document of taxes. Our business is registered. We pay tax to government to secure our property, to secure our life. And yet, government cannot do that. That simply means they fraud us. This is a survey, a registered government survey of the estate. So after paying all this money to government, and yet you are still not assured of the security of your life and property, and government, you call on government agencies, they give you stories. A policeman will tell you, may the matter die down first before they go. How funny that is. It seems like these boys know how to shoot guns more than our Nigerian police. It's sad. And they talk with pains. My brother, on so many grounds, I have called most of these actors on a peaceful resolution because I believe in the atmosphere of rancor like this. Now then go suffer. So let's make peace. I'll call all of them.
Just hold on, my brother. I want us to watch this video right here, and we take it from there. Okay. This is a video that I saw a couple of months ago. I'd like to put this on the screen for others to see concerning this Obaretin and Ubiaja crisis.
Indigents of Obaretin community refuting claims by Ubiaja people that the attacks on their houses were carried out by them. The indigents of Obaretin community said their ancestral father gave Ogiame some parcel of land to farm and settle there where he raised his family. The Obaretin people said the house that Ogiame lived in is still intact and he was buried there.
Eme development gire yana ya ku ebore yana do ya kule emi makwa bo ha no de eni agwogo ni mama apa mama eva keri road ya sologbo enini atani ere mape Esaple road
ago ni agun ati ago ni ebo oba ti o fi oto ni ya o yan go masimi otogi ma ama moto ni ahihie ebo na ti Ubiaja eru no Esaple road eru no dana gwagwima imiya ni arabo imakure enogie imawadigwe imadigwe ni ala gwowo wado gometi evemaye gwagikworimaya gabiji.
Okay, the reason why I'm playing this video because you said something earlier on, my brother, that a representative from the palace actually said that Ubiaja is not in existence. If you listen to what this man is actually saying, I don't know who he is. He's saying the same thing, that Ubiaja is not in existence. What can you say about it?
Who says a community exists and a community does not exist? What form a community? Those are the questions we need to first of all ask. How did Obaretin become a community? Obaretin didn't fall from heaven and became a community right there. They migrated from a certain point to where they are right now, and they became a community. Now, we are Benin. We know that most times ownership of land is usually determined by your farm, your parcel of farmlands and all that. Okay, I farm here. Now my father farm here. He don't turn in land. They are contradicting themselves. I'm not siding the Ubiaja people. I'm not siding them. But I think with this statement, they contradicted themselves. You say, nah, go. At some point, you say, no, be a go. You understand? Now, let me say this, my brother. Government, the Land Use Act, gave the right to government to establish which community exists or not. Land Use Act, government has the responsibility to control land issues in Benin. Though Benin is very peculiar, it's a peculiar state in the sense that it's not like every other state where government will just come and say, oh, family will not get land here again, it will stand. Benin cannot stand that way. But knowing fully well that that art is there, government has a role to play on a community that exists and does not exist. Now, for you to prove that a community does not exist, you have to go to court with all your evidence. The court will now come and say, okay, this is it, this is it. A lot of people do not know that if I stay in a certain place for, I think, about 10, 20 years or thereabout, I am automatically an indigene of that place. I have the right that you have, 20 years or so. So if I and my family go to a certain place and you gave me a parcel of land, the measurement of this land was not mentioned on this video. Let's assume the land the Ubiaja is saying is a community right now was the same parcel of land you gave to them to farm at that time. We understand if they give you land to farm at that time, it automatically translates to yours. So let's assume Ubiaja is an Ago. Let's assume all these facts. Do you have the right to now take laws into your hand and assume that this community do not exist? The answer is no. There are several Agos in Benin that are not on the same document they quoted, the same gazette they quoted. These gazettes are to be updated at every given time. There are so many documents in Benin that you and I do not even know exist, but they do exist. That does not mean that the community does not exist. So if you want to push your case that a community does not exist, go to the appropriate authority. Let me tell you something. 2015-16, when we did that project, let's not be economical with the truth. You know, when people want to come to media, they start trying to be sugar-coated. Obaretin people are not they hold them 1 naira. Ubiaja people are not they hold them 1 naira. So I have no reason to lie against any of them. We are doing business strictly. 2016, when we did our projects in those communities, the dispute they have, the Obaretin and Ubiaja, was boundary dispute. If you are claiming in 2019, 18-19, that the community does not exist, were you sleeping 2015 that you had a boundary dispute? A boundary was cut out. I was approached to demarcate a boundary for them at that time, but I refused. You understand? 2016, I was approached to do a boundary for them, but I refused that I don't do boundaries. Both parties should come together and then hire a dozer to do a boundary. So why would you be doing a boundary 2016? And in 2018, you are saying the same community that you want to do a boundary in 2016 does not exist. Does it make any sense? The videos are there.
Okay. Sorry that I have to pause you right there. We have 15 minutes to round up now. Let me finish that video, that particular video we're watching just now, and listen to what that man was saying.
Okay.
Enoge imadigwe ni alawo wado gọọmenti eve maye wagi kwori maya gabiji maya no mudi anania iyagi jogo
jugbo iya ko me huwe mo kwa gbogbo hama gbonyu hama gun agbe la e ba ni ga me bo iya ro o wa na tiara gun yana na ga gbele mo ira ta fa me na fi oto na yana bo wa ese ni ya gbe maye na Obaretin reserve.
The Obaretin people conducted newsmen around the Ogwedion, where the elders of Ubiaja attended meetings. They appealed to concerned authorities to prevail on Ubiaja people to stop dragging their name in the mud over the alleged attack which they know nothing about.
They say we call scatter their community, the community where they call Ubiaja. We never heard that kind of name before, but once he led the
Okay, this man is from Albarita. It's obvious that he's from Albarita. He's actually telling the newsman that you have not heard the name before called Ubiaja. You know, what is going on? What is happening
during the CDA government? A lot of people should understand this. It is the duty of the government to register a community as CDA, Community Development Association. And before doing that, there are documents you have to present. Ubiaja was registered as a community through the government agencies. I am not here to hold brief for Ubiaja. But my take is this. Most of these people speaking here on this video right now, can they go to the palace and swear that at some point in time, they never acknowledged that there was a community called Ubiaja? Why? Because of financial benefits, issues, crisis, we are not changing our minds. Like I told you, we can allow the estate go, but we cannot allow the truth go. Can they, all these elders, I know all of them, can any of them, I challenge any of them, can they go to the palace and swear in the palace as Benin's that there was no time they ever succumb that Ubiaja was a community? Their statement contradicts themselves. So, but and as we speak now, right today now, they are also in alliance. They are not quarreling. So today, Ubiaja does not exist. Tomorrow, Ubiaja, you are in tune with Ubiaja. When they had a change of government, let me tell you this, a change of chairmanship at some point. Like I said, I won't mention names. When they had a change of chairmanship, the very first day I had the issue that the first guy we did transaction with in Ubiaja was removed. I was in Warri that day. Then I worked with one, I wouldn't want to mention the OFM. I worked with one on OFM at that time. So I called a friend of mine who was at Mechanized Brigade. He now said, did they temper your land? I said, no, sir. Say, okay, don't interfere in their crisis. Let them do whatever they have to do. Whoever comes on board as a chairman, deal with them. That's all. As in, do business with the person. I said, no problem, sir. So I and my colleague who is in UK, he was around then, we went to the community. This same Ubiaja that is alleged not existing, a chairman was moved, was changed. Another chairman was installed. The Obaretin chairman at that time was in that city. I was compelled to build a new youth hall for them. Right there, the very first visit, because when they had the number of land we have there, their hair started blowing bubbles as if we were giving this land for free. Right there, the Obaretin chairman at that time advised that we should help the new government and build a town hall for them, which I gave 120,000 naira to build their community hut, to support their community hut at that time. So, community does not exist. And yet, the same Obaretin people were in that community that day. They can take me anywhere and I can swear anything for what I am saying. I'm alive. They are seeing me. These guys are my friends. They know me well. I know them well. So, okay. But let us be truthful to ourselves so that this problem will be solved once and for all. That is the truth.
Okay. One moment right there, please.
The community where they call Ubiaja. We never heard that kind of name before. But once he let the whole full media made a deal where we not get out for the matter. We not get quarrel with anybody. And we not fit do that kind of thing where they go to show for telly, because we are so very short of words. Whether they make all those accusations against us, all those lies where they go to talk, we don't know one, we don't know two.
We don't know anything concerning that incident that happened there. It's allegation. We don't know if they are the one that do it, but they said they want to use it to make case with us, because we are be telling them there is no two Ogwejon in one community. Please, we beg the government to investigate this matter. They are calling that place Ogame community. There is no Ogame community in Sapele Road. Tokle Ubiaja community. Ubiaja is in Ishalan.
Obaretin community is a developing community along Benin Sapele Road with access roads where Rubber Research Institute Iyanomo is located.
Okay, my brother. Wow. So guys,
very funny.
Okay, now you are not measuring names. I believe it's because they've not tempered to your lands yet, right?
That's not the reason why I'm not measuring names. The reason why I'm not measuring names is simply because the security agency is already being informed of this matter. I showed you some petitions just now. The petitions are everywhere. So the security agency should, with all honesty, do their own investigation to know who and the prime person who shot at my boy or at my brother. So I wouldn't want to speculate.
We have a caller. We're going to take about 4 calls before we end the show. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Please turn down your system. Turn down your system. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Nigeria. It's me, Julius.
Okay, Mr. Julius, my brother, talk to me. Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Let it be 2 minutes, sir.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Depend on what you're talking about.
Okay. I want to contribute.
Okay.
My contribution, it goes like this. According to my brother there, he said the first point I'm going to talk about is about the land he talked in Chicago. He said if you want to buy land in Chicago, you can drive to that place to go and buy land.
Yeah.
This our community, the government have big role to play. If the government develop, like if he go come buy electric pole, he go come grade road, he's doing good. The man is doing well.
Yeah.
After that one, they will come cut land for him. After the place develop, they will start to drag the land again. They want to encroach the land. But waiting at the see why the government no they do the road. If government can give us road, give us electricity, I think people will get fear to go enter bush, begin to sell government property. Because land na government property.
All right. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution.
That is my contribution.
Thank you, my lovely brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. That caller there is applauding you that after all your effort, we still have 1 or 2 miscreants who is trying to take land or cause developers a lot of pains, which we all are currently going through in Benin City. I can't say Edo State. Let me say Benin City, because the biggest problem we have right now in Edo State is coming from Benin City. Yeah, it's coming from Benin there. You know, we have Obazagmo and Amagba and all that fighting right now. Obaretin and Ubiaja fighting. We have a Horomic community where one Ohe is collecting everybody's land, demolishing people's land, suffocating, causing people excruciating pains and all that. And nothing, not even the government or our palace is doing anything about it at the moment. So we are waiting. We are patiently waiting.
Sad.
Yes. Yeah, it's sad because we don't know what to say. Everyone is being careful of what to say, but it's pathetic.
Let me quickly say something about what that brother just said.
Yeah.
If we wait for government to come and develop most of these communities, my brother, we know get road. We understand these facts. Let's be real. Like he said, these are responsibilities of government to provide these basic things. But another thing we should also note, let's be frank, on the part of government. A community that has, let's say, over 2,000 plots of land, sold this entire 2,000 plots of land. The government did not get a dime as a tax being paid to them. Does it make any sense?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Someone will sell a land to an organization. Different churches are buying land, different companies are buying land in a community, 50 million, 100 million. You just carry the money, enter your house. Government do not get one single penny as a tax from that land. And you are expecting that government to come to that community and do what? It doesn't make any sense now. You understand? So the truth is, because the government has not been able to strategize on this whole issue, the government has not been able. I have read the 2017 PPP law.
Yeah.
That's another area we need to go. Because I happen to have taken this matter to PPP, my brother. I was ashamed that no single person, all the people the PPP invited that were trying to encroach on our land, none their invitation. and nothing was done about it.
Are you joking? When was that?
That was last year. I have the PPP petitions here. Last year.
Okay, now, on that time, we have the new PPP law now, which was passed through just a few
days.
Yeah. So that is not active yet, but that was going to be active in the next couple of days.
If I may ask you, what's the difference between the new law and the old law?
No, this is a added law. Okay.
What is the difference? Can you spell out a clause in the new law? The old law says if you do this, if you do the land grabbing activities, if you do this and do that, you would face the court and then you'll be sentenced to whatever number of years. What is the difference? Did the old law actually persecute any single person? Did the old law send anybody to jail? So what is the difference? No, the difference in the new law and the old law will be enforcement, nothing more. Enforcement. The government, are they willing to enforce it? That is the question we'll be asking. Nothing different, my brother.
Let's keep our fingers crossed. I believe enforcement will be on this. Let's just keep our fingers crossed, because even the government, although for me, I'm losing confidence in them. I'm already losing confidence in them, but I don't want us to be too forward. Let's wait. In the next couple of weeks, let's see what is going to happen. Okay. I really appreciate you, my brother, for your time and for you sharing with us your stories. Your story is very, very pathetic. People like you is what we are looking for in Edo State. Someone who bring a very, very huge project like this to our state, where Edo State can actually be competing with a state like Lagos, Abuja, and all that. But at the end of the day, look at the hindrances.
Get discouraged.
That is right there, discouraging you and your partner and all that. So for me, it's not pleasing at all. So
can I quickly tell you something? That each time I hear it, I always go mad. Each time we report these cases, it's not peculiar to me. A lot of people might have been facing such. I bought a land legally, I paid for it, and now when someone is trying to encroach and I try to cry to an appropriate authority, the question they ask you is, how many parcels of land do you have there? How many land did they save? Then I say 64 plots of land. Say, now wow. When I never develop, I'll say, but the people are trying to develop. Say, now for don't develop, it makes no sense. Because I bought, it wasn't free. So you're telling me, now for don't, this is someone I'm crying to help me. You are telling me, now for don't develop, it doesn't change the situation.
There's no single encouragement at all.
No. See, my brother, the truth is this: if you interview the occupants of the estate, people that bought from us now, I might be privileged to have money to have developed mine. But a lot of them, we have a mandate in the estate agreement. This is the terms and conditions of the estate. We give you 1 year to start developing as you bought. But my brother, okay, hold on. Terms and conditions. Okay. So these terms and conditions, if I open it, you see that we give you a 1 year mandate to start developing as you bought. But I know the way abroad be now. Let's be human. That someone who has been working hell since morning and could not even find money to feed his or herself, I'm asking the person, I can't quickly build now. I didn't print that out. I have sent more than 4 reminders through my lawyers that if you don't start developing, we'll take your land and refund your money back to you. You understand? But how many of them are going to force, you understand, to quickly build because of this community? If the whole place was peaceful, I would have been relaxed and I know would bother these people. But it's not peaceful, so that's why I'm bothering them to come and start developing, which is not actually the right thing to do. Before I let you go, let me tell you this. A lot of us now, I know print out the document too. We started going to Asaba, Uyo, to do something because Benin is messed up. That's the truth. We started thinking of Asaba. I have some property in Lagos, but I'm not a fan of Lagos because of the lifestyle. So I had to let it go. But Asaba Oyo is our next target because it's closer to Benin and it's within the South region.
Is it because of this disunity that is happening and
My brother, yes. Nothing more. Nothing more. That's it. Nothing more. If Benin was peaceful, why would I not want to expand my activities to other communities? Why would I not want to do that? A lot of communities want transformer today. A lot of communities want transformer today. We have been able to give them.
Okay. We have a question from one of our commentators here and one of our Niger Watch family. And the question I just put on the screen right there. Can you read and answer that, please?
Okay, yeah. He's asking about websites. The website is under developing now. We are trying to develop the website. If you see our flyer, there is a website there, but we are working on it. Then the estates, there are the reason why a lot of the land, like I said before, has not been built. One is because of the community crisis. A lot of people are scared to go in. Each time they want to go in community. So I wouldn't say because I need money, I should start selling land to people and tomorrow they cannot come in. But to the glory of God, the estate has been safe. People come in, but the community in its entirety, it's not too safe. So the whole place, the place, if you go there, my brother, ask your team to go there. You will love what you are saying. We have spent more than 600,000-700,000 naira in planting trees. Planting trees there. The reason for that is not because of beautification alone, but at least for erosion control. We know what trees are. Hold on, I'm trying to show you something, Osazuwa. This is my tree guy, Osazuwa flower. I'm trying to show you Osazuwa flower. Underneath it, he sent me his account number here. I'm also trying to start planting trees. Because of this rainy season, I'm trying to start planting trees right now. Again, in that same place. This is money.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you, Mr. Egi, for joining us. Okay, we have a comment from my team here, leftists. I'm almost like I say the difference in the new PPP law, there is a special court. Okay.
Sorry, let me quote him wrong. What is special about? There was a court in the old law. My coordinator had to appear before that same court in the old law. This was not what I was told. There is a court in the old law. There is nothing different.
So you insist all we need in this new one is enforcement, right?
The question we should be asking, why did our respectable Mr. Arase left the organization? He understood what was going on. That
no, he was corrupt.
That's the point.
Arase was corrupt.
I wouldn't say that because I don't know.
No,
but
he was.
Okay.
I'm saying it. He was.
I wouldn't say that. But for me, I think the issue of the committee has to do with enforcement. First, let me tell you this. The law is in pamphlet. That pamphlet should be sent to all communities. A lot of them don't even know what is in that pamphlet. They've not read it. Till tomorrow, we still pay development fees. And the law says, don't pay a dime to anybody, whosoever, on whatsoever disguise. A dime, whether in the name of a molu, don't pay a dime. Now, a lot of them start coming with a molu. What is a molu? Those days when Benin's were doing a molu, I'm a young man, but I still know. The community give you land for free. As they give you land for free, the youth of these communities will gather together to build this land for free. So in response of you trying to encourage their effort, you cook so that they eat and build. But now I bought, you didn't give me for free. I am using my money to develop. And you're asking me for a levy. What levy? I am the one grading this road. The Ubiaja community has never given me a road once. And you are telling me development levy. What development are you giving me? What development did you give me? So till today, aside that the law has prescribed levies a crime, but to date, as I speak to you, most communities within those regions, they still collect levies. And the government knows this. And the most annoying part, a lawyer will call you and tell you that in your go pay development fees, in your go pay molu recently, a lawyer someone that you think is supposed to even know the law. You see how sad it is. A police officer, an army officer will call you and tell you they ain't don't pay you. Just give them small thing now. It's
Okay,
shameful.
Mr. Ige, we have another question for you here, which I'm just gonna put on the screen right now. Please, can you answer that?
Yeah, like I displayed. This is a registered survey. If you can see, you can see the road, because the road. Hold on, you can see the road. So this is not one land. This is a lot of land. Then you can see there's an high tension at the front of the estate. You can see the high tension demarcation. This is a registered survey done 2016. 2016. It's registered.
Okay.
Now,
what about the CFO?
This is a CFO that we applied for 2019. Came out June 2019.
Okay.
2019. This is another CFO. Hold on. I think the same date. Okay, this one came out in May.
Okay.
2019.
You got all the right documentations.
My brother, land matter for Benin, not be about documentation. I'm not discouraging people from doing CFO. You can go and do CFO. But community people, now organized crime. If they want to fight your CFO should have an origin. If they want to start telling you, if they want to go against you, they know the tricks. They know what to do. That's the truth. They know what to do. Because before you apply for a CFO, you should present your deeds of transfers and all that, or your urban approval. You understand? So, like Mr. Osaze Edegin posted on one of his platforms one day, beautiful write-up that explains it all on the issue of CFO. You understand? It explains how CFO works. You having a CFO, it saves a lot, but it's not a guarantee because there is an origin of a land. I have argued this in the CFO office, Edo GIS, several times, that it's sad that they issue CFO. Yeah, it was published in Observer when they were giving me, but they issue CFO to you, but they don't. They will tell you it's not their responsibility to investigate the land. But I think government should do more. If you are taking money from me to give me a document, do more and investigate the document I am bringing in. So it simply means, let me tell you this, it simply means that someone can go to your village and do a survey in your father's land. If your father is not within the village and you are not around, do a survey within your father's land, take that same survey, go see your full office, carry urban approval, whether they do for Sapler or one lawyer write down for him, join now. They will approve a CFO for him. That's how it is.
So you are trying to say right now that having a CFO on your property is not a guarantee.
I am not saying it's not a guarantee. That's why I said it's a good start, but government should do more. CFO, not just on my property. CFO in Benin does not guarantee you the ownership of land. Osaze Digging has posted a write-up on that, what we are discussing right now, and it was a beautiful information that everybody should read. You understand? I didn't even know. So you can ask him about the CFO write-up he post one day and put it on your platform. It's something people should read and learn from. Because you having a CFO, people, they go wrong, they go do CFO now. It's not a guarantee that the land belongs to you. It's just like at the US here now. My father did Benin. My grandfather get a lot of land in Oriamo. Somebody drives to my grandfather's land and survey my grandfather's land, takes it to the Edo GIS. Edo GIS issue a CFO for her. Does that mean that the person actually owns the land? It doesn't. That means that if we go to court and I'm able to prove that the land actually belongs to my grandfather, that CFO could be revoked by the government. The same government will issue around to you. So my take is, government should do more. If the government agency now have an office that as you submit those documents, what does it take to avoid all these crises? What does it take to go to the community and say, we got a document like this from so person, how valid it is? People they do, if you there abroad, you know what it means to do a background check on people. There is nothing wrong when you do a background check on waiting the person they bring. And the people where you sell them for and say, okay, yes, now we sell for a genuine or not be we sell for her. Then you stop the access, the CFO approval instead of allowing them to do it because you want the money. Tomorrow they start having issues and then you say, hey, you not concern you are revoking CFO. These are all scam now. Government, everybody they fraud themselves. Government will fraud them.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Ige. We have a caller right here. After this call, we are rounding up. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Please be audible and turn down your system.
Okay, good evening, Naija Watch. My name is John. I call from Italy.
Okay, Mr. John, talk to me in 1 minute.
Because this is the way this guy just they talk now about this CFO, we say they're not they verify. But if you go do CFO, they will say me you pay 100,000 for the CFO, for say for 50,000 for the CFO. Then they will still collect another money. Some that they will say depends on the distance of the place, of the area. Some that they collect 20,000, some that they collect 30,000, some that they collect 50,000. They say they want to go and verify about the land. Why did they collect that money and they not they go verify? Because this thing where this guy where they talk just now, they talk say you do CFO, they not they verify before they give the CFO. Because I don't understand, because me myself, I don't pay that money, they say they want to go verify.
Okay.
Can I respond, sir?
Yeah, hold on, sir. Let him respond to you before I let you go.
This CFO copy is where I show for your hand. So not be person doing for me. I not pay any agent. I not pay any agent. Wait, doing for me. I personally paid all the government fees. I submitted my tasks to obtain this CFO. I personally went to Edo State to obtain this CFO. So I didn't pay anybody to do it. So I knew what they went through. The verification way Edo State did go do, now to go take the coordinates of your land. They are not verifying any document. And to go take the coordinates, if it align with the one where you submit, that's all. That's all. It ends there. You understand? So they don't go to verify the authenticity of your land. They only verify that your coordinates are right and possibly not the government land. That's all. Nothing more.
Okay. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you,
sir.
Well
I just want.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. All right, Mr. Ige, thank you very much for your time with us. I really do appreciate your time with us today. I think we need to call it a day now. So I would like you to continue to update us how the development is going in prospective time. Who knows if they allow you make you work? If they allow you make you work, you know. We have another person that will want to contribute again before I let you go. Let me see if this person want to talk to you as well. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Mr. Festus Amadasun. Please talk to me, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you. It's me, Festus Amadasun. Thank you very much. But there's something I want to ask your host. Like now, there's something that you said that the government or the GIS workers should go to the community to go and make an inquiry. Let me give you an example. An instant, I have an issue with the community. I bought a land with a particular let me say, Okayele of a previous regime. Now there is a new Okayele. If the government is not going to that community to go and make a verification, what do you think they will tell the government? Are they not going to allow that the new owner that they sold to is the proper owner of the land?
Okay, to answer that question, it's very simple. I first talk about it just now. Continuity, not the community, and that's one of the challenges they are having. First and foremost, if they have continuity in their leadership structure, as at before, we know the government has scrapped a lot of their activities now. If continuity their leadership structure, they know. None of them go feel swear, say they don't know, say now you fair buy this land. The only thing most times that they do, they'll come falsify some document to show, say they don't fair sell this one, they don't fair sell that one. Let me tell you one strategy where most of this, let us expose most of their activities. Now, I tell most of my clients that if you are going to any community to buy land, any community in Benin, not tell the first set of community people where you meet, say, see where you for need the land. you are giving yourself to scam. Not tell them. Because if you tell them, say, I go like the land made there within those so region, those region not get free land again now. So that automatically means that they go look for person land, give that person. Now, when they give that person somebody land, first and foremost, your Kaegeles, the Ohens, the Nigis, they not go the bush. These are strategies. They not go the bush. They will sit down for their house. They'll say, hey, Peter Larry, your man, Utovena. Peter know the key. Now code he give. Peter go come out. He go show you that land. As Peter they go, you, if you want 4 mugu now, you can't tell them, Utoere man, I'm free. They already, as you use that word, they already know your line. Say, okay, this one, now this area I go want. If they carry you go where they originally get land, you will not like it. They'll carry you go there. You can say, no, you're not like this. I prefer this side. Will pass just now. They'll go position you for there. Knowing fully well that once they position you for there, you like them, you go approach them, you buy the place. Tomorrow you want to start work, somebody else go come out. Say, I end up buy this place. So now drag when I say go meet the Okagele or whoever again. Now that person will come call the same person where send you, where he send, go follow you, go bush that day. So where you go show this man. If the person where originally get the place now, they are now person where they close to their heart. Where you go show this man, you go say now so please. Where's what? Go use a bolono. He knows the key. These are their strategies.
Are you hearing that?
I'm hearing you, sir. He's saying the truth.
These are their strategy. So I advise people, when you are going to a community to purchase a land, first and foremost, not ask them where una forget free land. Let them take you to wherever they want to take you to. Even if na bush they carry you go, let them take you there. Once you don't see everywhere where they carry you go, tell them you will contact them back when you are satisfied. Not make that decision right there. Because that decision we want to make good there, go make them scam you. Just tell them, don't worry, I'll get back to you. If you not like the place where they carry you go, discontinue. Not go. If you like them, purchase. Now the strategy with that. We need to start exposing all these guys, all the communities they are involved.
So you are trying to educate other Edo people, prospective developers to never to be forward, right?
Don't be forward. Just observe, listen, and talk less.
Thank you, Mr. Festus. I hope I answered the question.
Thank you very much. I'm satisfied.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, my brother, Mr. Ige, I think we had a good time with you. I think we're going to do this again. Please continue to update us on your development in Edo or your new areas where they don't pursue you good now.
They don't. The thing is, they make a quick talk this one. They're not going to pursue us. They're not get too head. You understand? We not go carry gun. We not go shoot gun. But we go with the legal means to protect waiting we buy legally. Yes. You understand? Yes. So I bought. You are no more benign than I am. So the idea of this one they exist, this one not they exist, should be left for the court to interpret. So, my brother, you understand? So we not it's just because
I like the word. I like the part where you say you are no more than Benin. How do you say that again?
I said they are no more Benin than we are. We are all Benin.
I like it. They are no more Benin than we are. I like that. The same way some people try to claim that our father, Oba of Benin, is their father than others.
No,
you know, sometimes I ask myself, what's the problem? The same way is your father, the same way is my own father.
It's our own father.
So,
you understand? It's our father. Yeah. So then they know they hide under that disguise. They say, hey, no, we can't develop. If they give us the platform, we'll do more. Don't give us problem. Because if you give us problem, legally we will give you problem. That's the truth. We will not shoot a single gun. Thank God my boy not that. I will use this platform to thank God for that. You understand? Thank God. Yeah. Bullets still inside body, but we'll bring it out by God's grace. The matter day before the DSS and every other agencies. Thank God for that. I really appreciate. Waiting I for tell these young man, children. I get 2 of in children where they take care of. Waiting I for tell the children. say una father will not get 50 by 100 for inside the estate, die protecting the estate. Does it make any sense? Not make sense now. What did I for talk?
Thank you very much. We are always here. Nigeria Watch is a voice for the voiceless. So whenever you think you want to talk to us again next time, let us know. We'll be here to do it together. We are fighting for the betterment of Edo State. We don't practice nepotism right here. We don't practice favoritism here. We do it how it is. We say it how it is. You know, we don't take bribery before we bring somebody here. I know, or did you pay us before you come here today?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
I have never spoken to you once. I did follow your program up. I did follow your guy on ground up on one other platform too. When this incident happened, I tell my people where they the platform, say, there's a guy that always they do some work around. I want to talk to him. The truth is this. I told him that, bro, I like people that are selfless. I have always been selfless in my service to humanity and to people around me. So I like people that are selfless. I know the role of journalism in Benin, in Edo, regards to land issues. I know what they are doing. I know the role of the police. We know the role of all these agencies. You understand? So my point is, I told him, please, if you are dealing with me, trying to help me, be selfless. Your platform was not the only platform I sent this picture to. I can start showing you. I know I'll show their name. Show you a lot of platforms that I sent this picture to. Wanting a voice. A lot of people call me, say, how would the office help? I told them, the help what you want give me, we'll fit do. We get to the structure to fit handle those things. But all I want you to do is a platform to speak out to the public on what is going on in Benin, not just our estate.
Yeah.
Speak out to the public. That's the only thing I want. So I spoke with about 3 or 4 platforms. I know I'll make sure their names. My brother, some read the message. Some tell me, say, call me. I call them. Give me story. Then that was the end. But when I talk with this, your man on ground, he say, no worry. I think it was yesterday. I was surprised. He say, I don't discuss with my guy. You will be appearing on. I saw the message. So I said, how they work? But I quickly sent you a message. The next thing you responded was, okay, 70. You had to reason that this guy will come from work 6 o'clock Nigerian time.
On your message, you told, because I actually gave you 6 p.m.
6 o'clock. Yes.
Then 6 p.m. Then you now reverted back by saying that you finish work at
exactly 6.
If I can change it from 6 to 6:30, right?
To 7,
right?
You now say you now add 30 minutes to it.
And I said, okay, I'll give you 7:30.
And what did I say? I said,
and
I said, wow, because actually 7 o'clock where I talk now, because of let me not feel it was not palatable with me. But the 7:30 you gave to me was beautiful, and I was like, I didn't give a dime to the guy in Benin. I don't even know his full name, the comrade in Benin. I didn't give a dime to your platform.
He's the one that left you a message just now. Let me put one of his messages. This is the one talking here now on the screen.
Okay, I'm me. The way I tell no harm. Now the issue we do with one Chinese company.
Yes,
now, I know I never seen him face to face. I don't know him physically, but there was a broadcast he did. Yes, that Chinese company. That was how I've been following him up. So my brother, my thing is what I'm trying to say. Thank you very much for giving us this voice. That was what I wanted. I'm not speaking because I want to speak for myself alone. I was disappointed. I must say this. I was disappointed at the woman in Okoromi when she said, come on. Now lay your land and don't destroy. There was a guy who spoke in your platform one day. When the guy talked, I almost cried. When the guy talked, the guy said the same thing. Are they more Benin than he is? The guy said he went to school. He graduated. They paid tax for Benin, but they destroyed his house. I watched that platform that day. I didn't want to cry. Now, one woman, they come because they don't give you your land, but you are saying, my brother, they're not going to do us anything. We go stay there with them. You understand? So, because I don't get my own now, I'm gonna let the vampire take the rest people. Does it make any sense? If I want to protect my land within this estate, my personal land within this estate, it not going to take me anything to do. They're not going to temper around.
Do you know that we didn't even get any credit from that lady, that woman?
Just imagine. Just imagine. When they call people, they say thank you, Wesel. When the Benin cried out in mass to support you. So that's why when you said you are deviating from Ohoromi, please, this struggle is not about Ohoromi. There are a lot of people within different communities that is suffering more than what Ohoromi is suffering right now. I'm telling you. So not make them like an Ohoromi thing. It is general within the South.
It's general, but we want to complete one before moving to the other. If
yeah,
not,
but the time when you want to complete one, my brother, a lot of things is happening in the other community.
But we cannot do it alone.
I know.
We cannot do it alone, my brother.
Anyway, we can also assist you guys. Mona said they let us know. We would be pleased to do so. And that's the truth. We'll be pleased.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate your time with us today. I'm trying to let you know once again that our channel Naija Wash stands for the truth. We don't ever deviate from the truth. No amount of money can make us come here to deceive our followers. In fact, beautiful. I'm actually working for our followers. I'm not working for any political parties at all. And I'm not willing to work for any. So we say it how it is on this platform. Even my representative who sent you to me, because I have so much trust in him, immediately mentioned your name. I said, that's fine, bring him in. If it was someone I don't have any trust with, I would decline that. I'll say, no, we can't bring such a person here. As long as this meeting has everything to do with investment, development, and all that, of course, this is what we're fighting for. Sure. My brother, we're always here. Whenever you need us, let us know. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I appreciate every one of you guys. I appreciate Benin people, community people. Mona take them easy. Uto Simeon, I see you talk. More enjoy these things together.
There's a comment there for you before you go. I want you to answer that.
Okay. He said what?
Read that.
He said, Danjawo, tell him to subscribe. I don't
Have you subscribed to our channel?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hold on.
or you just watching, but you didn't subscribe.
I don't know waiting subscribe. I think I have. Hold on.
Okay. There's a subscribe button there, red. On my channel, click on it and click on the notification button. Click on all. In case whenever we're on live or we upload the video, you'll be notified immediately.
If I don't subscribe, I'll feed your. I'm trying to ask. I don't know. I did your Facebook group. Yeah, sorry, your WhatsApp group, not Facebook. WhatsApp group.
Your WhatsApp group. What about YouTube? Can you go to YouTube?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm sorry. I think I have. I'm sorry. I'm not just. Most of us not really be internet freak, but from your own platform now. I think it'll take me anything to quickly subscribe. Naija.
Okay.
Watch.
It's just a red button. There's one red button right there. Naija Wash. You'll write it. Naija Wash.
Naija Wash. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check it out now. If I never subscribe, please pardon me for not doing so, and I will do that right away.
That's a good question from Mommy Diaspora, though.
Yes, it's a good one.
Telling people this,
I'm beg. No verse if we never Naija Wash subscribe. But I think I have .com.
No, on YouTube. Are you on YouTube? Are you checking?
Yes, I want to enter YouTube from my phone now to see it's booting. Okay, I never subscribed to your channel on YouTube.
Can you imagine?
I'm sorry.
Okay, can you click on it now? Click on the red button.
I'm doing that right away.
You subscribe and click on the notification button close to the subscription button.
Yes.
Have you done that?
I'm doing that right now, but my internet I don't know what's going on. Okay. I think I can see. Now my boy and my estate now even there your screen safe.
Okay.
Live chat 296 persons on board now. Clicking right now. Network is a bit slow. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, bro.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I
But
just
like
want
I
to
said, this is not like you're doing a selfless service, and we also do a selfless service to support your channel in any way you think we can. We always talk on the back screen, you know.
no
There's
problem.
any way,
We
because
want
we need
our
to move that
viewers.
state forward.
Yes,
These
of
guys
course.
will
That's
stop
what
us.
we're doing.
They're not
That's what
stop
we're
us.
doing. That's fine. That's fine. You can do the subscription later once we finished. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Once again, thank you very much, my brother, for your time with us. I really do appreciate your time. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
let you go now, and I'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you so much. We appreciate a lot.
All right. Have a good evening. Bye
You
for
too.
now.
You too. Bye.
All right, my dope people. Thank you very much for your time with us. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora, for actually bringing that up. Sometimes I don't remember to tell people to subscribe, but I don't know why. We'd always say thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. But I don't remember to say subscribe. You know, that subscription button matters as well. It matters, in fact, it matters more to us, but it's just that sometimes I don't remember. I don't know. We have a caller right here. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Mr. Paul. How you doing, sir?
Yeah. How are you? Are you online?
Yeah, I'm alive, sir. Do you know?
Yeah. I was watching you. I was going to contribute a little bit. Do you mind?
Of course. Go ahead. Talk to us. I'm still here.
I would suggest that for now that we have crisis everywhere, I would advise that all of us should hold on to buying land for now.
Yes.
Everybody should hold on. We should not invest anymore until we get a good result.
Yeah.
If people were ahead to that, I would really, that would take us a long way.
I've said that before. I've told them before about a couple of days ago, and I support that statement from you 100%, sir.
Thank you. That's what let's continue to push for that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll continue to talk more about that. Thank you very much, sir, for your support.
Thank you for the good job you're doing.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Okay. That statement is very, very good. I've said it before. Every Edo persons all over the world, wherever you are, please stop developing or stop buying land for now in Edo State. Please be patient. Let's make sure at least we get somewhere. At the moment, we don't know where we are going. So you still going to go buy the land for now. Trust me, you're just taking your own risk, because we're not hearing from anybody right now. We don't know what the government is doing. We don't know the plan they have or what they're about to do. We don't know what the palace is doing. We don't know their plans. We don't know what they're about to do. So for me, they are keeping us pending. They are pending. So it's better you also start pending, okay? In terms of development, in terms of you spending your own money to buy a landed property for now. Please pause, and let every one of us pause. Thank you, my good people right there. Please make sure subscribe to my channel. Make sure subscribe to my channel. I don't know why I know they talk this thing. No, I'll call the talker now. Make it day my mouth. Make they say make they subscribe. I always say give me thumbs up. I don't remember to talk direct. Once I'm talking, I'm just concentrating on what I'm saying. Please, you guys be helping me to do this, okay? It's not easy. If Mommy Diaspora did not say this, now I don't even know. Sometimes I don't remember to say this, to be honest. Maybe because I think we already have a lot of subscribers and I don't bother with that. Of course, we still need more. Why not? So I beg, make sure subscribe. If you're watching me right now, if you have not subscribed, hit the not the like button. See, I don't see change that. Press the subscription button and hit the thumbs up. That thumbs up does swell my tongue. Go. Thumbs up does swell my tongue. Guy, I'll go practice this one again. Okay, let me say it again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me right now, press the subscription button, hit the like button, and press the like button as well. And also, don't forget to press the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever we're on live or upload a video. You know, easy. Not be the way that they look at. You know, that they help me, okay? Thank you, my good people right there. Beautiful comments right there. Thank Thank you. I gotta go now. I see all of you there. I don't have enough time to appreciate everyone by calling names, but of course, you guys know I appreciate every one of you because you guys are wonderful. Without you guys, I cannot do this by myself. Thank you. And let me quickly divert a little bit for just 1 minute. Una way they support Arsenal. How far? Now I be the support to. I don't get medicine when they say I go buy, and I don't go buy the medicine. They say make I the swallow and make I for take the dislike Arsenal because na heartbreak now that they give person they go. So now when they support Arsenal, I agree to now very soon. I'll soon leave the club for Una. And God now go bless all of Una. Good night, my good people.
This song is dedicated to the coronation of the Oba of the Kingdom. Yes, sir. Akugbe ojo